Okay, so things that you guys should know. So what's the name of this construction? Well, look at it. Look at the lines. What is that? Yeah, it's for parallel. So for a parallel line, right? Okay. Okay. How do you go from general to standard in the circle equation? Already seeing like, oh crap, I need to study, right? How do you go from general to standard? Yeah. How do we get to that? Yes. Okay. So you have to get the variables is equal to the constants. Okay. Then you have to do your bubble thoughts, which someone pointed out last class that I spelled bubble wrong. There you go, bubble. So you have to do your bubble thoughts. B squared, b over 2 squared, and b over 2 squared, and then you add the two whole numbers on the other side. You remember all your bubble thoughts? And then the last step is equation. This makes sense to me. These are the only notes that I need. Maybe you need an example of actually busting out a problem, but this is just general knowledge. You with me? Okay, sweet. All right. What is the equation for the prism of a volume? The prism volume. Just say it. Yeah. So base area times height. Now notice I circled the base because it's base area. So if the base was a circle, it'd be pi r squared times the h. If the base was a rectangle, it'd be length times width times height. You with me? All right. Okay. What is the name of this construction? So you see where the x's are? So I drew this line. What's that line? It's a line, right? What kind of line is it? Perpendicular what? Perpendicular bisector. So see what the x's are and see what the freak you just drew, right? Okay, sweet. What does CPCTC stand for? Pretty close. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. Describe each transformation. All right. What's a translate? Slide. What's reflection? Flip. Rotate. Turn. Glide reflection. So you slide it and flip and then dilate. Zoom in, zoom out. There you go. And those are all the answers. All right, sweet. Okay, name this construction. All right, do you see where the X is? And you see the line. So what's the description of that line? Perpendicular, and it's perpendicular line through what? A point. No, it's not through a midpoint. It's through a point, and where's the point located? On the line. So it's perpendicular through a point on the line. Okay. What is the equation for midpoint? There it is. Added, divide by 2. Yep. Okay. What's this? Congruent angles. There you go. Okay, excellent. Okay, if given side lengths, how do you classify triangles by the angles? If I gave you like this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. How do you know classify by the angles? How do I figure out if it's a Q, obtuse, or a right? Yeah, if I give you the sides, how do you figure out what kind of angle based off the angles is it? There it is. How does c squared compare to a squared plus b squared? So if it's less than, it's a Q. If it's equal to, it's right. If it's greater than, it's obtuse. So when you said squared, I'm like, maybe. You with me? All right. Okay. What are two examples of the reflexive property? It's kind of hard to say in words. So in this one, if they share a side, that's reflexive. If they share an angle, it's reflexive. Are you with me? Okay, cool. Can't fault you for that one. I was like, how do I say this? Okay. Which transformation is not rigid? And by rigid, I mean it preserves the size and shape. So which one is not preserving the size and the shape? Dilation. There you go. Very nice. Name this construction. So do you guys see where the X is? So what is this? That's perpendicular again, right? Perpendicular through what? A point where? Is it on the line or off the line? Off the line. So a perpendicular that is not on the line. perpendicular through a point that's not a line. Okay, what's this construction? Angle bisector. Now you guys are getting it. All right, sweet. Given side lengths, how do you figure out if it is a triangle or not? Maybe. Was it? Not Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, you subtract them is less than x, which is you add them. So it's between the subtraction and the addition, but you cannot touch this number. You cannot touch this number. Agreed? Sweet. All right. Steps to finding partitions. There's 3 steps. What's the first step? Yeah, there we go. So the first step is make a right triangle and count the hops. The second step is divide by the ratio. So if the ratio was a 2 by 5, if it was a 2 by 5, what would be the ratio? 7. You add them together. So you divide by 7 on both, and then you put it in the table. Good? Okay, sweet. All right. All right. Okay, so we got to label the sides, right? So if we label the sides, what's this? Two x. What's this? X, and what's this? X radical 3. Yeah. So you fold it out like this. We know the fold is x radical 3. The big side is 2x. The little side is x. All right. What is the equation for the sum of the exterior angle? Sum of the exterior would equal what? Nope. I haven't heard it yet. 360. It just equals 360 automatically. No matter what kind of shape it is, adds up 360. Equation of the arc length. D pi. Yeah, it's a percentage of the circumference. Percentage of the circumference. So it's angle over 360 d pi, right? So sometimes they're going to give you circumference. So you don't actually have to go find d pi. You would just plug in that entire number instead of this. Are we good? Okay. Okay. For congruent triangles, congruent sides are what and congruent angles are what? That's for similar. It's congruent. If everything is equal, then everything is equal. You with me? If everything is equal, everything's equal. So if we have congruent triangles, the corresponding sides are congruent and the corresponding sides angles are congruent. Good? Because I'm a tricky bugger. All right. Equation for a sector area is what? Pi r squared. Yeah. So it's percentage of the area. So angle over 360 pi r squared. Very nice. You guys are doing awesome. Okay. Equation for the circle circumference. D pi. So circumference equals d pi. Okay. If the central angle was 40, what's this angle? It'd just be 40. It'd be the same, right? Okay. Inscribed quadrilateral. Okay. What are the equations you need to know? Yeah, these two add up to 180. These two add up to 180. So A and C add up to 180. B and D add up to 180. They are not equal. They add up to 180. Okay. What's the difference between parallel and perpendicular? Parallel doesn't intersect, and perpendicular meets at a 90-degree angle. More specifically, what about the slopes in the end? Slope parallel are the same, and then perpendicular, you have to switch it up. Yeah, there you go. All right, so parallel, slope is the same, y-intercept is different. Perpendicular, slope is negative reciprocal, y-intercept can be anything. Good. Okay, equation of the triangle area. Triangle. One half base times height. Yep. Okay. What is the acronym to remember all the trig functions? SOHCAHTOA. Yep, SOHCAHTOA. Awesome. Okay. Similar triangles. Corresponding sides are what? And proportional. And corresponding angles are? Congruent. Corresponding sides proportional. Corresponding angles are congruent. Good? Okay. Okay, what are the combos to prove that triangles are similar? No. Similar. Similar. There's only 3. Yeah. AA similarity, SSS similarity, or SAS similarity. In combination of that, yes. Okay. What's the equation for the rectangle? BH. Yes. Okay. List them from least to greatest. So what are the numbers from least to greatest? 3, 5, 7. 3 went with BC, right? So 3, 5, 7. That went with BC, AC, AB, and then you write down what's missing. It's 3 steps. You with me? All right. All right. Okay. Isosceles triangle. Which angles are equal? A and B. That's it. It's just A and B. So we have to turn this. Those 2 elbows are equal. So see that your elbows are equal to each other. Okay. All right. If you have an equilateral triangle, what do you know about all the angles? They're all 60, right? Okay. How do you find distance? Subtract and Pythagorean theorem. Yeah. So you subtract and do Pythagorean theorem, or if you graph it, count the hops. Pythagorean theorem. Same idea. Okay. What's the equation of a circle? No. Generally, general standard, whatever. That is x minus h squared, and you're plugging in your h, your k, and your r. What, you didn't know what random crap I was just asking for? Sorry. Okay. All right. What angles are equal? A and C. That was really easy, right? Yeah, it's just wherever your elbows are. Okay. Inscribed. If this is 50, what's this? 100. Yes. All right. Steps to finding the equation of a line. What do you want in the equation of a line? Okay. What's the equation of a line? Y equals mx plus b. What do you have to plug in? M and B. So step 1, find your M, so find your slope. Step 2, find your B, which is your y-intercept. Step 3, write down the equation. Slope, y-intercept, plug it into the equation. That's it. All right? What's this symbol? Parallel. Okay, how do you find the median of a trapezoid? How do you find that line right there? There you go. Top plus bottom, divide by 2 gives you that middle line. All right? What's the equation for a regular interior? Yeah, there it is. N minus 2 times 180 and divide by n. So anytime I have the word regular, you're dividing by n. Okay? All right. Equation of the sum of the interior. N minus 2 times 180. Yep. All right. Circle area. Pi r squared. Very good. The difference between lateral surface area and volume. There it is. Label, metal, liquid. Very good. Trapezoid area. Perfect. Okay. What's this side? What's this side? X, and then what's this side? X radical 2. Yep. All right. List from least to greatest, right? So that'd be 45, 60, and 75. What they came from O, M, and N. So and then you write down what's missing, right? All right, we're almost done. Regular polygon. What's the equation? Oh, sorry. What is a regular polygon? What does the word regular mean? Everybody, every year, 15 years I've been getting that. Okay, all sides are equal. All angles are equal. All right, steps. Okay, steps from if you're given the diameter points, how do you find the equation? You would find the center, so add together, divide by 2. You would find r squared, plug in your hk and your xy, and then write down the equation. All right. What is the equation of a regular exterior? Sum over n, yeah. So what was the sum? There it is, 360 over n. 3 more. All right. For congruent triangles, what are the good and the bad? What are the bad combinations? Ass and ass backwards and ass so big triple ass. Yep. Okay. Equation of the pyramid volume. Yeah, base area times height. 1/3 base area times height. And last one, what's that symbol? You got it. Sweet. Great job, guys.